We were in our kitchen in Tennessee at the time, and it hit me that our son was autistic. He had a conversation with you, and then from one day to the next, he was scaling the wall and walking on his tippy toes. Mm-hmm. And it was hard.
I don't think it's the parent thing. I think it's difficult raising neurologically typical kids. That's a strain on any relationship.
Yeah. And to clarify,
I still don't drive a Subaru. She is like the worst lesbian ever. I swear to God.
So, I make poor choices often. But they're not like
cheers.
Poor choices. Like,
cheers. All right, welcome to Primas Pero Not Really, episode 13, where we are spilling tea, not tears, and healing out loud one episode at a time. And today we have a guest. Her name is Rebecca, but you guys know her as The Dude.
Oh, yes.
So every time I talk about The Dude, we're talking about Rebecca. So
we don't call her Rebecca. We call her
we
Bex.
don't, but you know what? You have to earn that. I'm very.
Yeah.
Wait,
I have corrected people.
Yes.
I've corrected.
I know,
Yes.
but it feels
I think
weird
if somebody
calling
were to
her.
say, "Oh, this is Rebecca," I'd be like, "Who's that?"
Right.
Right?
I don't
Because
know.
I mean, aside from the fact that she's the dude of our lives, you know, she's been my sister, my best friend. She practically helped me raise my kids for the last 15 years. So I'm very protective of. You have to earn the right to call her that. So she is Rebecca.
You're right.
She is Rebecca.
Fun fact:
Fun fact.
my mom was gonna call me Rebecca.
Really?
That's
But-
why we're both short. Fun
But you know why she did it? Because she didn't like the nickname Becky.
But we don't. That's we
Not
don't.
many people call me
No.
So she went with Yvette.
So, like, complete opposite.
Bueno,
that. She went like.
But you know what?
Yeah.
She's right, because between the height and culo, you guys kind of match. It's okay. There we go. Already started.
But do we?
No.
But do we?
So, I mean, we did invite you today for a particular purpose, because I always joke that you're like a trifecta. In case you guys can't tell, she is gay. Number one.
Really?
All right.
No.
And not only are you gay, you're white like a gallon of milk. Your son, Juggernaut, is black, which I honestly think when people see you, they think you stole him, because he looks more like his birth mother than her.
I think he looks, and I know he's not your biological kid, but when I see him, I'm like,
Because it's her attitude.
No, like even his eyes, and I'm like, I know he's not yours biologically. I know he's not yours biologically, but like right here, I look at him and I'm like,
You kind of see.
kind of looks
Nah,
like,
man,
like
if you
I see you.
see Bio Mom, it's Bio Mom.
Yeah, no, he is a replica of that family. Like,
And
replica.
I joke with her, because I'm like, you guys picked a biracial donor. You didn't
did
give
nothing.
me the mocha baby I was asking for. I wanted café con leche, and you gave me ni coloca. You gave me onyx, but whatever. And then on top of that, he has special needs. He is nonverbal autistic, and so we are gathered here today because parenting for you is different. Like we were just talking about in the previous episode, how we're not gentle parents.
I'm sure you're surprised.
But interestingly enough, even though Juggernaut is nonverbal autistic, you are not a gentle parent with him at all. At all. Like iPad has a certain time limit. Like, yes, like you are not gentle.
Te lo digo una vez. La próxima, you find out.
Damn. It's like fuck around and find out.
Fuck
Damn.
around and find out. Love
My
it.
poor baby.
Poor baby.
I told you not to get on there. Like, well, did you fall? Yeah, did it hurt? Kind of. La próxima.
Damn.
So it goes back to every behavior has a consequence. Some are negative, some are positive, but we learn from them.
Mm-hmm.
But like in your parenting journey, and obviously I know because hello, it's you, it's me, known each other for
You're
years.
his godmother?
I know, I'm his godmother. But it's kind of the milestones that you celebrate are very different than the milestones we celebrate. And I remember when you guys got the diagnosis, and I remember all of the things that you had to mourn and how you had to adjust as a parent and coming to that. So from my perspective, it was oh my God, you may never see him play football. You may never see him get married or give you grandchildren. But for you, it was something as simple as mama.
Yep.
You
That was the hardest thing. And I can literally play it in my head the day that it hit me. Because my ex-wife, she has autistic family members, so she kind of knew. I didn't grow up with that. I didn't know the characteristics, but we were in our kitchen in Tennessee at the time, and it hit me that our son was autistic, and it was Liam spoke. He would do flashcards. He would say the words. He had a conversation with you, and then from one day to the next, he was scaling the wall and walking on his tippy toes. Mm-hmm. And it was like, ooh, okay, that's not normal in the sense of what we see ordinary kids at their milestones.
Typical.
And it was hard because at that moment it was like, man, I'm the protector, and that's just who I've always been. But it was like, okay, well, in a life of, as you say, grandkids, well, that's not really ordinary. Not everybody has grandkids. Not everybody gets married. My thing was, I never may hear him say mama or I love you. I can't say now. He does say that. Okay. So then it was hard. And then it was like, all right, what do we do? But now it's the mindset of, and it's been years now, because he got diagnosed as 2 and he's 8. It's in a world that we always want to be the same as everybody else. He's the lucky one. He can be different. Embrace that.
Yeah.
And it was making myself stronger so that I can teach him and be like, no, look, this is how you go around life. It's okay to be different. Be different. I want to be different.
Oh, because you don't look it.
I don't look it. I try with everything in me.
But I mean, and then when it comes to parenting, like we know, like you are a single mom. And so when it comes to dating, how does that look for you when it comes to dating? Like we're protective of our kids and when we introduce people. And you know I'm protective as all get when it comes to, like, ain't nobody meeting Juggernaut. Plain and simple. Ain't nobody get to meet him. But I'm just protective that way. But like for you, how does that work? Like, have you encountered people that can be like, I don't want to deal with that?
So since my divorce, I've dated 3 individuals after. First 2, it took a little bit, but they got to meet him. And to this day, they'll still ask me, how's your son? And they're like, oh my God, he's gotten so big. And oh my God, he's talking. And because they were kind of with me during that journey. My last one, to her defense, she dated someone that also had someone in their family that had a disability, but she had to take care of that person. And it was hard. So when I came into the picture as new, she was like, oh, wait a minute.
I don't want that.
I don't want that. And it's okay. I had to acknowledge that was just not something she wanted to do again. I didn't have to accept it, but I had to understand that was her story. That was what she didn't want to deal with for the last 14 years. Now I have to deal with it again.
And at least she was honest with you about it.
Absolutely.
You know, you'd rather take that than have
parallel.
someone kind of give you the background.
Absolutely.
It's parallel to Aisha and I not wanting to deal with littles.
Yeah.
There really is no different. And it's one of those, that's, and I hate to use the word baggage, but like I consider my kids baggage, and you like, and something like I don't like the term baggage.
Yeah, I know
really,
what you're saying though. Yeah,
what other?
It's responsibilities that I may not want
that
to.
I don't want to do, and it is,
Yeah.
and it is a responsibility. And dealing with I'm a special needs teacher. Like dealing with nonverbal kiddos, it's not easy.
But do you
especially
see
when
that?
You're the parent.
Do you see that like with the parents of, I don't know how many might be single or not single, but just from a parent perspective, like the differences and the challenges that they may have with raising those children versus us with air quotes typical kids?
Okay, so what I've learned in my years that kiddo's demographic, a lot of them tend to not work out. A lot of the parents do end up splitting. That demographic does struggle because it's a lot. It's a lot.
It is.
And think of it as this way: it's difficult raising a neurotypical child.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have a child on the spectrum, a special needs student, a special needs kiddo, whether he's ASD or CP, cerebral palsy. Like there's just different.
I was gonna say, for someone who doesn't like acronyms, she was just spitting
know,
them out,
I
and
was
I'm like,
just- I'm
CP,
like,
ASD.
can you please
I was like,
explain those
Okay,
acronyms?
ASD is autism spectrum
Yes,
disorder.
that one I figured
CP
out.
is cerebral palsy. There's different
Yeah.
levels.
I'm so glad you called that out because I was
Right.
literally thinking the same thing. I'm like, so
Miss,
you,
I
are you
like
going to tell
acronyms.
us what
And
that
here me
means?
and Janice are
That's
like,
just- so that's just those are acronyms that I've
yes, yeah.
professionally have just been ingrained in my brain. But I have noticed that more often than not, a lot of those parents do struggle to stay together. And I don't think it's the parent thing. I think it's difficult raising neurologically typical kids. That's a strain on any relationship. Now you're going to put in a nonverbal kiddo, a kid with behaviors, a kid with, just special needs in general. That's very draining. So I think all of the energy goes into
The child.
the child
Versus the marriage.
rightfully so, because I kind of like, at the end of the day, like, they're the ones who need it at the moment, but there is no moment. And it depends on how the level of functionality, but there's like, you're not going to be able to tap out and be like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm done raising this child. This kid's, an adolescent. Like, there's no to where it's in when it's a special needs kids, like, you're in it
For the long haul.
For life.
for the long
Like,
haul. It's
because
different.
you got to kind of be there with them when, I mean, most of them maybe.
And even as a
like,
teacher,
when
like,
they're
I have them
adults.
until 3:00 after. Like, I at a certain age, like, I tap out. You're with this child for the
Yeah.
rest of their life, for the rest of your life. You know, so it's different. It's a different level of responsibility, and I think as parents in general, and regardless of the level, your goal as a parent is to help them be as functional as they can be, regardless
Absolutely.
of what.
And I know
That
we've
is.
we've discussed that about Juggernaut a lot of, because we recognize there's going to come a point where you and your ex-wife can't. He's going to be stronger than you. He's going, you're getting older, he's getting older, and it's the how functional can we get him to be on his own? And I know that has been kind of like a shared goal that you guys have had.
Yeah, I can actually, and that was one thing that the whole dating and my child, I have always had the mindset of, I know that you're gonna have co-parenting, right? That makes sense. But my ex-wife and I have the best co-parenting I've
know.
seen. Like, we're awesome. I love my ex-wife because that's the mother of my child. But we may not always see eye to eye, but I would say 9 out of 10 times we're on the same page.
Yeah.
And I remember when we signed our divorce papers, that was one of the things that we got commended by the lawyers. Was like, we've never seen this, like, where you guys are agreements, and we're like, our marriage is over. It's done.
It goes back to what you repeatedly say about put your egos to the side and it's about the kids.
It's about the kids.
It's
It
about
has
the
to be
kids.
about the kids, regardless of what the goal is for your kids.
Yeah.
Those are your children. And as parents, I think we have to be able to think, regardless of what level it is, you want them to be successful and to reach their potential. Whatever their potential may be, you want them to be able to reach it. And in my opinion, in order for that to happen, as parents, you have to be on the same page, whether you're together or not.
Absolutely. And one thing that my ex-wife and I have is, like, mommies are gonna die. Like, it's a fact. Now,
I know,
one of
but
us
she just
may-
says it so blunt. It's like, rip the Band-Aid. Moms are going to die.
like, but
But
it's
it's
like,
saying that,
what?
I mean, no
We're gonna be here
parent
forever.
wants to outlive their child.
Yeah. We're not,
I mean,
we're not
all
supposed
moms,
to. You're right.
Like,
Yeah.
to me, straight up, I'm not going to say my only fear. My biggest fear
Oh, I know. I can't think about
in
it.
this world is that I don't outlive one of my children.
Yeah. And I've seen that.
And
I've seen that
it,
happen, and it's
I don't
horrible.
know how I would continue.
Yeah.
Hello, look at our cousin that we share. Just the stuff that she went through.
She's gone through it twice. She's stronger than I could ever imagine.
I've never met anyone as strong as her.
Like, we have a cousin who one of her daughters was diagnosed with cancer. She passed away
9 months?
at a year old.
Oh, wow.
Like 9 months.
And then we have another one that passed her same
Same one?
cousin
Oh, wow.
passed away of SIDS.
Oh, my
3-4
goodness.
months.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know.
That goes against the natural.
And-
What is
And
it?
let me
That
tell you,
nature goes
and
against
she
nature.
she has 2 kiddos. And that she's
She ain't a gentle parent. We'll say that much.
she's not gentle, but you know what?
That is some strength.
I don't know if I could be as strong as her.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I think she is probably one of the strongest mothers I know, because as a mom, even if you're not in that situation, you have to be able to recognize, like, how are you still standing? I don't know if I could do it twice.
And for me, it takes, I mean, I tell you all the time, I'm a firm believer, I'm all woo-woo, guatemecado. So I'm a firm believer that, we choose our parents. As souls, we choose our parents. And Juggernaut chose you guys for a reason. And I know you and your ex-wife have different parenting styles.
Yes.
Where you are Thuggerella, Samuel L. Jackson. She's a little bit more of the gentle parent kind of thing. And
the mom
so
and the dad. It's
it
perfect.
is literally that. But but how does that kind of work? Because you have him on every other weekend.
Yep.
And so we've talked about it before of when we get the kids back from, them being with the other parent, it's kind of like reset. We have to reset. So do you find that with Juggernaut where it's like, no, I got to bring you back to factory settings that are acceptable for when you are with mama kind of a thing? My expectations.
A little bit, but it depends. More with the iPad than anything. Because I'm really strict when it comes to the iPad. Like, I will kick you out onto the yard and get dirty and figure it out and let me know if you need water or food. Like, get out. That's how we were raised.
Like, blink once for water, twice for food.
Like, you know where the food is? Open the it's not like I'm there with him, but
don't call CPS.
Yeah, no,
don't call CPS.
You can. Come on, but. My ex-wife has always been a homebody, so she doesn't like going outside. She definitely don't like the grass. So
she doesn't like the grass?
No, she gets itchy. So
she's allergic.
Yeah. So she just doesn't go outside.
I was not.
Is she actually allergic? That she says because she doesn't like.
She's like Yvette. She'll say she's allergic to get out of shit.
You guys just put me out there.
You put it in an Instagram post on our page. She will say she's allergic to food because she doesn't want to eat it. She'll be like, "Oh no, I'm allergic to that."
I'm allergic to onions.
No, she's not. She just don't like it.
To beans.
But I mean, hold on. But in her ex-wife's defense, I was not a playground mom. That's just not who I am. Eso de para ir al parque.
Oh, I love
Por
that.
2-3 horas. No me jodas.
I love that. And you'll catch me climbing like trees and shit. Like doing things I shouldn't be doing.
No.
Listen, I am too clumsy, but I'm like, this would be a great idea. And it's at the point where my kids are old enough and they're like,
No, it's not, Mom.
I don't think
that's a
Mom.
good
And I'm
idea.
like, no, we went and there was we went.
Girl, at our age, brittle bones, girl. Brittle bones.
We go, and this is whatever. This sounds kind of whatever. We go to Hawaii and we're at this place and there's like
You go where?
we went to Hawaii.
Hawaii. Hey, Rebecca, have you ever been to Dubai? That's exactly what it sounded like. We went to Hawaii. So pretentious.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't want to say it, but
I don't know.
we were on this thing, and then there was like, it was on the side of the road, and there's like clearly like you should not have jumped over the fence.
And you did.
And I was like, that would look so cool. We should go and get a picture over it.
Oh, it really sounds familiar.
And my ex-husband and I were like, let's do it. And my oldest was like, I can't believe we're doing this. This is so unsafe. And you see me in chancletas. I'm in like flip-flops. And I'm like, this is a great idea. And we're like scurrying down like the rocks and stuff. And my kids are throwing an absolute shit fit. Because we're going, and we finally get to the bottom, and we stack like these little rocks that are like, oh look, it's the 5 of us, how cool! We take a picture of it, and there's like the water and my kids are absolutely dying the whole time that we're down there, and you see them like peeking over the ledge, and we're the only 2 souls down there taking pictures of the stuff. When we finally get up, I'm like, you see, we're okay. My oldest was livid. This is not even funny. Why would you do that? Look at your shoes. You're not even wearing sneakers. You're wearing flip-flops. I'm like, but we made it safe. And he's like, you're so clumsy. Why would you even think to do that?
You guys know we do an annual girls trip. It's me, Rebecca, and then we have, the third leg of our throuple, our lavender throuple, as we like to call it. And we were in Puerto Rico last year, and me and the other woman had this ingenious idea of like, oh my God, we should go down there. La Perla. And she's like, please don't. I am in no position to fight. I am in no position to save you guys. We are not going. And we were slightly under the influence of things. And so she's like, we are not going to La Perla at this time. She's like, we're just not. And we're like, it'll be fun, but look, we can take some pictures.
No, but it was, honestly, it was, so I make poor choices often.
Okay.
But they're not like poor choices. Like,
Cheers. Cheers.
But they're usually like poor choices that it's like, but did you die? You know what I mean?
We would have died. We would have died.
If that is our benchmark of like, but did you die? That is what we're rating. This is not a good sign.
But it's usually like, this sounds like it would be fun. And I'm not like fun.
Like our frog jumps. That'll be fun.
Ribbit.
I think that would be amazing.
Ribbit.
So there's things that I'm like, this, like, I make, like, like, I'm like, oh, let's get another animal. I'm like, yeah, sure. It's always like a poor choice, and I know it's gonna be a poor choice, down the line. But I'm like, at the moment, it's like,
So it's like instant gratification for you.
I don't know. I
know it is.
It wasn't a question.
But it's just, like, for example, it's one of those, like, you know what?
Fuck it.
Let's go down. Let's get that picture.
When's
like,
the next time you're gonna be in Hawaii to be able to do that?
And I'm like,
when's the next time we're gonna go to Puerto Rico and we can go to La Perla and take some pictures?
I know that I'm in charge of the fuckery in every trip, but that was just
it was too much.
It was too much.
I was not.
You know your limits.
In that moment, we were not in the mental state to
It was
make
really
proper
bad.
choices.
Okay, so we're gonna.
Well, okay, so can I say, like, this was like a family setting. There was no intoxication. This is what I'm saying. This wasn't like we were drunk and we're like, oh my God, let's climb a ledge. Like, no, this was like coherent event. I'm like,
You're not helping.
Like, I can't blame anything. This is coherent.
Well, no, but I think it's almost like, okay, this wasn't like a choice that you can be like, oh, she wasn't of sound mind. This was like, okay, I can do this. Let's go take a picture. Then we'll come right back up. This is okay.
And you have the children saying, this is the dumbest shit ever, Mom.
They're like, we're gonna be orphans.
It's gonna be an ID channel. Suddenly, senior comes up by himself and be like, I don't know what happened to her.
Like,
she
she went too close to take the picture. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what happened.
But I mean, and I don't want to. So my parents were also there, and my dad was recording like the whole time.
God bless him.
Like, I swear to God, like he was just recording the whole time while we're walking down the thing. I don't know if he was. Like,
He was getting video evidence in the event. Something happened.
Something happens.
Exactly.
And then I was in a dress. I was in flip flops. You see me like climbing over, like back over the fence. But I want to stop and say, like, it was one of those things that I'm like, what are the chances that we'll be back there and do it? And I did think of the pause, and I wouldn't have, if I thought that there was a true danger, I wouldn't have done it. Like, more so because the kids were there. I wouldn't have traumatized my children in that. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't have.
I mean, you kind of did a little bit. You know?
She left a memory, guys. They're called memories.
They're called memories.
They're called memories, not trauma.
Like the little inside out, the little
inside
balls.
out, the little.
And I think that maybe one time I'd be like, you remember that time that mom?
Remember
and dad,
one time in band camp?
that mom and dad were like, let's do this, and we were like the only coherent, humans.
My goodness.
I just think it's, there's fun times and there's.
Listen, we made questionable decisions all the time. Just saying, but
Some that I wish.
oh my gosh! But I mean, okay.
But aren't those like the times where you like when you guys are hanging out?
It's the most memories.
Oh my God!
about it.
Like,
listen, that
like,
Puerto Rico trip, I think after the whole Perla thing, it was the quietest Uber ride back to the Airbnb, and I think we slept for like 18 hours.
Yeah.
I can tell you that there's going to be a point in time where my kids are probably going to be hanging out together and be like, remember that time
Oh yeah.
that our parents climbed over the ledge
Oh, yeah.
to take a picture? Like, and we just watched them. Like,
Yeah.
we just watched and hoped that they came back.
That's definitely going to be something they're going to talk about.
Yes.
But that's
I
a
created
memory.
that. I created that for them.
That's my thing of like, I'm giving you memories.
You're welcome.
Right? I'm giving you memories.
And again,
you thank
did
me
you
later.
die? We made it back.
Girl, if literally that is our benchmark, that is like to be scary. It's like, pero did you die? No,
We made it back.
we survived. It's all good.
well,
It's all good.
Too many to be said.
Ay, Dios santo.
It doesn't say much. But
Now, I mean, aside from being obviously a mother to special needs, can I also point out you're probably one of the worst lesbians I know.
Yeah.
There we go.
I won't tell you myself. I'm
So
not ashamed
just and I bring this up because one, you have no lesbian friends.
Nope.
You don't have a Subaru.
No.
You don't wear Birkenstocks.
No.
You don't shop at Whole Foods.
Hell no.
And
what about Sprouts?
No.
no,
I haven't even been in it. I didn't even know what it was.
no, she.
Sprouts
nothing.
has really good cookies.
Mine.
Did I ever tell a story about the cookies in my
Look at
mom?
that squirrel.
Yeah, no.
Did I ever tell you a story about the cookies?
This is the set of ADD.
Wait a minute.
Welcome.
Did I ever tell? I know I told you this. Cookies on Bird Road.
Yes.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Cookies on Bird. You know what Cookies on Bird Road is?
No.
Okay, it's a weed dispensary.
Oh, okay.
So my mom gets home one day and tells my brother, she's like, I saw a new, because my brother had taken the night owl cookies to her when she's like, and she thought that it was like a new night owl cookies, and she was gonna go to Cookies on Bird to buy cookies.
It's like my mom planting a pot plant thinking it's a
My
fern.
brother was like,
There you
don't
go.
tell me you went. And she's like, no, she said, oh, did you see they opened up a new cookie store on Bird Road? And my brother's like, please don't go.
Oh my God. No. Magic 8 Ball cannot mess this up. Let her go and just be so bright.
And then when he tells her, she goes, oh, my mom was like, imagínate. She's like, can you imagine if I go in asking for cookies? She's like,
¿Qué van a decir la gente?
she's like, una vieja desprestigiada comprando marihuana. I was like, mom, she's like, yo pensaba que eran galletitas. She's like, I thought they were
galletitas.
She's like, I thought there was a cookie
They are
section. She's like,
galletitas.
and then she's mad. She's like, but why would they call it cookies?
I would buy them and be like, honey, here, give it to your dad and be like, here
can you
go.
imagine?
That would be so hilarious.
My mom shows up to like a family function with like weed cookies.
I want to go. Just be like,
Isn't
let's
there a
just sit
movie
back.
that's like that?
I have no idea.
I don't know, but I'd watch it.
I feel like there is a movie like that someone brings by mistake like brownies or something, and the whole. Yeah,
By mistake.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Oh my God. Yeah, I have no idea. But that would have been
no.
hilarious.
But yeah, so that's my story. My mom and the cookies.
Oh my God. Squirrel.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
But no, you're good. But yeah, so you are a horrible lesbian. Because she is a horrible lesbian. She's an amazing husband. So if you guys see her shirt in my Lavender Wife era, we joke that we are lavender wives. And for those of you that don't know what that means, it's basically back in like the 30s and 40s when like being gay was like, shh, you can't do it. People would get into lavender marriages where one or both people were gay and they kind of just did the illusion of being a straight couple. But there was like no relationship, there was nothing or whatever. So we joke, and I always tell people, like, if you are a straight woman, you need a lesbian in your life because she is the best husband I have ever had. Like, she takes out the trash without me asking her. She empties the dishwasher without me asking her. She watches the kids. Like, she does everything without me asking her, and washes a car. But what I find hilarious with you, and this is kind of morphing into like the whole LGBT, and I know you hate all of the initials, don't roll your eyes yet. You're one of those too.
alphabet people.
And you're also a horrible lesbian because you are a conservative. Don't come after us. She is, can't help it. But, you know, what I find hilarious about you is, even including your ex-wife, every woman you've been with has been straight.
Yep.
But have they?
Yes. Well,
No. I mean, but will they? I mean, can you say
apparently
they've
they dabble. Apparently they
Okay,
did it.
Wait. I'm gonna pause. A mí me han dado por muchas cosas.
Pero eso.
Pero mira, nunca me ha dado por eso. A mí, mira, las locuras.
Que me han entrado.
Just one right now. So yes.
La
Las
locura
locuras
que me ha entrado.
son
Pero never
largo.
that. Pero
But
never
never.
that. Listen, we joke all the time.
Never.
Unless it is for a medicinal purpose. There's no reason why you should see any of this, nor I should see any of that. Unless it is a medicinal reason where you're like, oye, something's growing and it don't look
And
right.
even then, am I your last option?
There's telehealth. There's teledoc. Book an appointment. Yeah. Put the tripod in. I don't know. Do something. Pero,
Even then, am I the last option?
but wait, and where I'm going with this before we like go down
This is
all of
connected
these.
to the table. Please be careful.
I know that.
I just noticed this.
Oh God.
And that turns.
Yes.
Pero it's, I guess from, look, and it opens.
Can you stop with your squirrel moments? Oh my God.
ADD. I told you, this is a studio of ADD. Pero, and the reason I bring that up is because we've had many of these conversations about your dating history and how interesting, I guess, the women that you have dated, having been previously either specifically with men, maybe they've dipped in the ponds here and there, but whatever. There are reasons why they find like comfort, I guess, in being with another woman. You know, it's that safety, I guess, that emotional safety.
Yeah, it's an emotional security. And And to clarify,
I still don't drive a Subaru. Tell them you don't drive a Subaru.
I drive a Camry.
And she doesn't have cats.
Hell no.
Wait, do lesbians normally have cats?
Yes.
Yes, Subaru's cats.
Really?
Yes. There's like a
And
lot of
Birkenstocks.
Brenda, she doesn't. She is like the worst lesbian ever. I swear to God. I swear to God.
whatever. So I brought.
Listen, she's gonna get torn apart in these comments because that reel.
Oh, yes.
What if certain people get a hold of the reel? Lord knows what's gonna happen.
And then I'm going to be like, and
Lord
she's a
Jesus.
conservative. Hi, mama.
Oh, I don't
Hi,
care.
Oh,
mama.
Lord Jesus.
Eh,
Hey, it'll give us
So
views.
I figured this out with my niece was the fact that, granted, going forward, she's the only one that allows any dating has to go through her. I'm done. But so all of them have been previously married to a man. I have not dated not one person or been with that has been gay all their life. For example,
Like
me.
you. Like
Since I was 14, I came out. But I was gay all my life. Like birthly. But
She came out holding the rainbow.
yeah, it came out like. Well, and I don't have that either. I don't have any
Yeah,
flag.
nothing. No
Like,
pride. Nothing.
no.
You've never been to a pride
I'm
parade.
like the old gay. Like I have question, am I gay? Like, cause I'm not one of that.
You're like an OG gay, but in a 30-year-old body.
I don't know. It's just listen. Back then it was gay, lesbian,
Yeah.
or bisexual, and that's because you're greedy. So like,
Don't cancel us. Anyway.
but it's true. Now
I
it's
know.
done.
Now it's too many initials.
There's
I
so
can't
many
keep up.
symbols and letters
Alphabet
and
people.
I just can't.
Alphabet people.
As Chappelle says, the alphabet people.
Exactly.
Whatever.
But I mean, you've been like the first gay woman that they've been with, but it
Yeah.
has been for emotional reasons.
Yeah, it obviously emotional insecurity. A lot of them have had past trauma with men that they, I guess, feel the safety immediately when you go to a woman, where a woman will understand. But I think a woman understands it, but they'll hurt you more than a man will, emotionally at least. Because we,
So is it? So you say it'll hurt you more? Is it more because it's like you're kind of like you're one of me? Like why did you hurt me? Kind of thing. Like
that and like
I'm just saying like what does that mean?
it's like the hearts pull strings. Like
or you know how I'm wired, so you fuck with me.
exactly.
I mean, when you say it like that, it's like
She's like,
Well,
damn.
because, I mean, she said it, not me. I asked the question. She answered.
But it's the truth. Like most men take a while to understand a woman. A woman understands a woman almost immediately. We pick
It's that
up on the
emotional
cues.
thing. Yeah, it's the
We pick
emotional
up on the
thing.
cues. So it's kind of like the as you guys shared about the whole cheating. Well, it's like, damn, if you know how you feel, why would you do it to me? Like, you know how that felt. Like
oh, so
it
you're on board with the revenge thing.
No,
what I said.
no, I'm not.
No. Ella fue un show. Ella fue un show.
No,
But
you
what
do
the heck? Waste energy? You got your mind. How much energy? Vaya con Dios. Like, my this is this. Like,
My this is this. I love it.
like, but it's true. Like, it hit me the other day. I was like, man, I really have never been with anybody that's like fully gay. Like, it's only been with women. It's insane.
Now I have a question for you, and I know obviously like I'm gonna say it's I'm not gonna say victim, but it ends up being a victim of circumstance. Do you think that maybe there's like do you have a type that maybe you like
Listen.
gravitate
Oh,
towards that?
Okay, wait. There are two things to this before you even get started.
No, I'm just asking.
No, I know where this is going.
I don't know. I wasn't cute. I swear to God, I wasn't.
I'm just gonna move on.
It's really good. No, just because you said you tend to that's always been your experience. I'm like, do you think you maybe tend to gravitate to be that?
So
That like
before I will throw it out there, relax. But one, it's not like, you know, I look at you and be like, well, you have problems, let me date you. Like, that's not what I look at. Like,
You have baggage.
yeah, like, it's not like, that's not a thing. So, but my Captain Save a Hole, like, boy, I've wear that cape. I have put it away in, like, God knows somewhere down there, because, I was
asking. I'm just
So you call yourself your Captain Save-A-Ho?
Oh,
That's
for a
been
moment
that's,
there.
in the throuple. That is
Yeah,
her.
that's
that
my
is-
name.
That is her
I'm
nickname in the
asking, like, do you
throuple.
feel like there's a certain and I because we all have like people? Oh, what's your type? Do you think that maybe there's a certain type
She's equal opportunity.
that you gravitate towards just because it's like to prove a point?
No,
Does that make
some of
sense?
it has been a game, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to try, I'm going to win. But it's not. You don't.
Yvette looks so confused. She's like, what you mean?
I don't understand because I don't because
Toda la locura que me
again,
dan,
right.
right.
Back to there are so many poor choices that I've made, and I'm not saying a poor choice. I'm saying like there's so many things that I'd be like, why not? Let's go for it. It's never been one of those. So I don't necessarily comprehend. I don't know if that's the right word.
Okay, I will
to be like.
I've been
No,
so
we good.
I've been with 2 women that have told me that they will not go to another woman after me.
So you broke them?
Damn.
I don't know if I broke them. If you want to call.
Or did they be like men and women? Fuck.
No. Could be that.
Like I thought the woman was a better option.
So you know
Think
what?
that, like,
Hold on, but I have a question because this like broke our Instagram when the episode came out about dating.
I know where this is
Right.
going.
Yeah, exactly. So like in a male-female dynamic, like I'm that old school mentality. You invite me out on a date or we make plans to go on a date. Like my expectation is that the man is going to pay. Like in a lesbian relationship, like do you pay because you're a little bit more looking? Or
How is she?
I was gonna say, but she's not like.
I bathed and I wear dresses and heels.
I mean,
So,
but
like,
you compared to me, like you throw a punch, I can't.
Okay, wait a minute. Can I stop? Wait. I'm gonna stop you right there. Right now, she looks a certain way, but Bex is not masculine. I feel like Bex dresses up. She wears dresses.
does.
She wears heels.
But hold on, what's the answer to the question? Who typically pays? Why? Because you. That's why.
well,
So is it a pride thing? And I'm not talking about gay pride. I'm just talking about like, is it like a? Well, because we're talking about gay people.
Man,
so
we
like,
should have had rainbows for you, couldn't you?
hell no.
Can you imagine? She probably would have burned them.
Probably. Like, get that shit off me.
So I'm saying, like, is it like a I don't need you to pay for me type of thing? Like at that point,
I'm stuck.
like is it or like do you feel like you need? I'm not gonna say prove something, but it's like no, I got it.
No. It's more of like if I take the dude position in it.
Because you invited.
Yeah, that plus I don't date women that look like a man because I might as well be with a man. So most of the women I've dated look very feminine. She's met them all. Yes, very feminine.
Oh my God, you made it sound like it was like a plethora. She's not a whore, guys. She's not a whore.
We did go down the line.
She was like, she's met them all. It's like,
Wait, are we talking about the ones that have passed 90 days or the ones that have not?
Oh, that's right, because we also do have the 90-day rule.
90-day mark.
92 does not discriminate. 90 days does not discriminate.
That
It's
does
female
not.
and male.
And it might get extended. Just saying, the 90
Depends
days might get extended. Just saying.
Oh, some have 120 days trial period.
180?
Yeah.
It's just more.
180 is a lot.
Wow, that's like 6 months,
That's a
right?
lot. Yeah.
Like at 180, if you haven't figured it out, blah, just
Oh, yeah.
turn the page.
I think at like 6 months to a year is when you really know somebody.
Okay, but I can tell you that within a month, you kind of know.
Yeah,
where
I'm
it's
like,
going.
I don't want to wait that 6 months to a year. You can
Like,
do
I
I don't know. Like,
Why?
I'm like back right now. I'm like,
No, okay, so within a month, if it's not gonna work out, I think you know. But I'm also from the mindset of within a week, you can kind of know like,
do we vibe? Do we not vibe?
yeah, I'm gonna try this, but I know unless things go like drastically changing, this is not gonna work.
Oh, wait, like I would try different types of milks, but I'm not going to continue to try you if I don't like you after the first day.
But
What the fuck does that have to do with milk, bro?
Because like you could try different flavors, but it's still going to taste like milk. Like it's that shit's still there.
What I'm saying is, okay,
That was like
but
the
what I'm
weirdest
saying
analogy.
is
Whatever.
that there's
My
certain
analogy.
things that like you can date somebody and like within a week you kind of like, but then all of a sudden maybe it's like they have this revelation like, no, I want to change
Yeah.
how I show up, and they can, right? So something like within a week you can kind of,
There's
right?
a vibe. I
Right?
don't even think
But
after
the
the
thing is,
first
if you
date.
pass the 90, then you got to like, there's other milestones.
Absolutely. Just because you made it past the 90 days doesn't mean
Right.
you're going to go like, long term.
Right.
But I'm saying within the 90 days, you kind of
You kind of know.
right?
I agree. I
we
concur.
know. And if you don't, you're just making up excuses.
Yeah.
Right?
And it goes
Am I
back
wrong?
to, I mean, how many conversations have we had as a group about not settling? God knows,
Exactly.
you're the queen of dropping the whole, like, you're settling, just end it. Like, you are the Band-Aid
And
ripper.
we're always like, no, but maybe. And you're like,
no. Rip the Band-Aid.
Work because I tell you from a dude standpoint, I'm like, nah, homie playing.
Damn.
And that's what I'm saying. Like as a female, we have the well, maybe something's gonna change. But
Nope.
But what I'm saying is, if by 90 days, you know,
You
I
should.
agree. I concur.
you kind of know. You can say, and when I say you know it's not going to work out, right? As
There's no hope at that point.
well, no. What I'm saying is, at 90
Like-
days, even if things are good, things can always take a turn, right? After, but I think within 90 days, if it's not gonna work out,
Yeah.
like
You'll know.
you know, it doesn't mean that it's going to work out long term. It just means that if
It works for now. It's working. It's working. There's like potential.
we're growing,
There's like potential.
we're
There's potential.
growing. We're trying to figure. We're going in the right direction, right? We have the trajectory of going in the right direction. But I think within 90 days, you know when it's not.
Yeah. And you know me, I'm corporate Asia.
I mean, fuck, it took
90
me
days.
19 years and it didn't work out. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying within 90 days it's
15
gonna
here,
100%
5,
gonna work
6
out.
for you,
I'm
10
just
for
saying
you.
with 90 days, you know when it's not.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that within the first 90 days of my relationship,
Current or ex-husband?
ex-husband,
Okay.
there were signs.
Oh, absolutely. If I were to go like in retrospect,
But how old were you?
I was 22
I was 21 and 22.
and I mentioned it, I think in one of the episodes, we got engaged within 2 weeks. And so even though I saw the signs,
frontal lobe, I'm telling you, the frontal lobe is not
it's not
developed.
lobing. The frontal
Once
lobe is
it's
not lobing.
developed, you're like, no.
No, but it was honestly, I can wholeheartedly admit that it was also part of I can't cancel this wedding because then I am proving all of these people right that we got engaged too quickly, that we were moving too fast. And you know what? I'm not going to do that.
I'm
going to go down with the ship.
Well,
and
you
I
know
did.
what? I can tell you that to an extent, at some point, it was like, no, I'm gonna prove. And I don't know who I was proving wrong, right? Like, 'cause I really don't. Like,
In retrospect, it's like
nobody gave a shit. Like,
no,
nobody gave a shit.
not at
but
all.
it was like, no. And I know that at one point, my ex-husband was like, oh, if we don't work out, it's proving them right. And I remember him like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah,
Like,
it does get to that
who's
point.
in this relationship? This is you and me. This should be about what you and I think, not anything else. But I will say, within the 90 days, there were,
Signs.
and I'm not gonna say it was like, oh my god, like, you know,
Girl, the fact he proposed within 2 weeks, that's a red flag. Red flag.
I
That's
mean,
not
I just think
romance.
that
I'm
there were
sorry. That's not
certain things,
romantic.
certain hiccups that we had, and I think because of our age, we weren't mature enough
Yeah.
to tackle them at that age. So I think that was part of, you know, it. And again, I tell you, I think we lasted as long as we did. I don't regret anything. I think we had a lot of amazing memories, you know, nearly killing, you know, climbing cliffs.
Yeah.
Jeez. But I do think, and I know that they agree. Like, we would do things differently now. If we could have a rewind, we would probably do things differently.
But I mean, I think that's just in
But
general.
who I am now
Of course, it's because of what you went through.
is because of everything, and I'm very proud of who I am now.
yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, people always, when I tell you that I still love my ex-wife, they're like, how? I'm like, one, my ex-wife and I never fought. We never called each other outside our names. There was no, you sleep on the couch tonight. There was none of that.
We never did that.
We just weren't happy. And I think our son deserved both moms to be happy with whomever they chose to be with, if single, married again, whatever. Same with I only have three exes.
I love
And I love them too, because at the end of the day, they came with a lesson. Now, it was my choice to learn from the lesson and not repeat and settle, as we've talked about. But at the end of the day, I don't have no bad remorse with any of my exes.
I mean, I don't. Excuse me. And I said it. I don't think I've ever, like, hated an ex to where I'm like, oh, I will never spark. No, like, I've never had that.
It's too much energy. We've
It's
had
not
that
even too much
discussion.
energy. I just feel like it's one of those, like you said, like, you learn from it, you grow from it. They are part of who you are today
Absolutely.
because of whatever you learn from them, whatever you know, whatever that path, that passage was, that path was for you when you were with them. And I think we've all talked about this. Like, everybody comes into your life for a reason. Mm-hmm. And whether it is for growth, whether it is for, you know what, I don't want this. This is not who I want to be. Or sometimes there's people you're with that you're like, I don't like who I am when I'm around them.
Yep.
And then it's kind of like, okay, this isn't about you. This is about me. Like, you bring out a certain side of me that I don't like. and then that helps. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think
Yeah.
that's
Or seasons.
correct. And
you
everybody
took the words right out of my mouth,
Everybody has
yeah.
a purpose.
I know. I mean,
And not
Rebecca
even
and I,
relationships. I think
in friendships too,
friendships
and it can be in
generally, yeah.
business,
Relationship.
and it can be business relationships. I mean, Rebecca and I talk about it all the time, and you know, everyone has a season.
I feel like I'm in trouble when you say that. Please stop.
that's why I'm like, why you call me?
No, like, I'm like, oh, because she does call me that when I'm in trouble. So, like, I need to, I was like, did I
The angry wife, Rebecca.
Oh, I listen to her.
Yeah.
She's the longest wife I've had. Like, I'm gonna listen. I think right.
If
Why
this
one
is
person?
like the longest like marriage we both have had.
Yeah,
It's like
so, like,
so awkward.
yes. Uh-huh.
And you know what's funny is that the men that I meet and that I date, I am very honest in telling them that's what you have to meet. Honestly, because she is, for whatever woman hooks up with her, she is an amazing partner in how she shows up, not just for the partner herself, but if that partner has children. And because I've seen it, I've seen how she is in a relationship. I've seen how she is with my children. She helped raise my children. Like she's known, like my youngest is 18. You started babysitting her when she was 1. So I've seen it. And so the way that she shows up for me and my kids, I'm like, this is your standard. You don't have to be better than my ex-husband. That's fucking easy. No offense. Sorry, not sorry. You can laugh, producer Mark. It's okay. You can laugh. Like, that's not hard. He didn't set the bar high. But thankfully, there is someone in my circle that did. So it's kind of like, this is your standard. You got to meet or exceed that. And I'm very honest about that. And she is like that with every, and you guys have seen it because she's called you guys out on certain things and she shows up for you guys similar ways that she does for me, you know, in that she's like that for all the people in her circle. And so, you know, I appreciate that. She's not biased. And she will call me out on my bullshit. And she will tell me if I'm the problem, which isn't often, but she will tell me if I am the problem or if I am settling or whatever. So,
And every so often she gives me my own come to Jesus.
yes. Like,
Hey, listen, you know,
like remove the Captain Save a Hoe cape. Thank you very much.
Okay, you know, you mujeres that like to look at Pinterest and be like, oh, me gusta esto. I'm the person that builds it. I don't buy it. I build it. So, like, it's true. Like, my thing is, I can sit here and tell you all my sob stories of my parents and their divorces and all these things. But at the end of the day, that's just a story of a chapter of a book that I, long time ago.
Yeah.
I chose to walk different because I know what it is to see someone cheating because my father did it all my childhood. He had them saved under a beeper. Warehouse 1, warehouse 2, warehouse 3.
Wait, did you say a beeper?
A beeper. Sí, a beep,
beep,
beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep. You know?
And suddenly I don't feel so old.
Thank you. And she knows, right? It's kind of like, I don't feel so old.
So there were things that I saw in my own parents and other people's relationships that I did not want. So I chose to walk different so that I can show up for that person because I will build you that table, but I promise you I'm going to be there with you. It's not like I'm going to ask and I'm not giving. No. I'm good. Trust me, I got you. But I'm going to respect it and expect it back.
Yeah.
And my last relationship taught me that.
Yeah.
Because, and that, that broke me. You
I
knew.
remember. Yeah.
But it allowed me to build to the person that I am now.
And it kind of goes back to what you and I were talking about, I think as we were driving here, about generational curses, right? Of like you were saying, you saw your father behave a certain way and whatever and it's kind of like, no, I'm going to be the one that ends this behavior. I am going to walk differently. I'm going to talk differently. I am going to teach my children differently so that the behavior does not continue.
Or do
and
your
the pattern.
best too.
Do your best.
Do your best.
Right? Because at the end of the day, we all have our individual journeys on this floating rock. But do my best in teaching my kids this,
Orbiting rock.
It floats in the...
It orbits.
Oh, Lord
You're such a teacher.
Technicalities of things.
But you know, it goes back to that conversation you and I were having about breaking those generational curses of things that, you know, I definitely see patterns of behavior going back to, like, obviously I didn't see it, but hearing my mother's stories of her childhood and then coming into my childhood and then my adult life, then it's like, no, hasta aquí llego. No more. I'm going to teach my children different and I'm going to walk different. So to your point, it is a season, it's a chapter, it's a story, but it does not define who I am.
Absolutely. And you know this more than anyone. I didn't learn that mentality until I was 32.
Yeah.
So this was just going on 4 years ago, because majority of my life was checking a box. I was moved out when I was 19. I went to college. I got my degree. I got married. I had a kid. I didn't realize till 2 years ago that it was to please my parents. Not that they were asking, because I always say the worst thing I ever did was be gay, because I've been a pretty good kid. But hyper. But at the end of the day, I didn't realize that I was trying to please my parents. And now I'm like, oh, hold on, time out. So, and there were things that happened at 32 a lot that I had no other choice.
Yeah.
Well, I did have a choice. I just chose differently. And I'm proud of the person that I am today. And I'm going to be different next year and then the year after, because we're always changing.
We should be.
If we want better.
We
if
should
we want
be.
more and we want better.
We should be always evolving. We
Let's
should
not
be
say
always.
changing. Let's say evolving, because evolving, I think, because evolving means you're
growing. You're growing into something.
You're growing, you're
better.
changing,
You're so it's not like, oh, I'm changing, like I'm changing a pair of shoes. It's kind of like I'm changing, I'm evolving. I'm no longer this person because of
I'm shedding a skin that maybe I never wanted, or maybe I learned and grew from. Because I was the first person to tell you people don't change. People do change. By choice, some obligated.
by choice, some by
force,
by circumstance. Well,
But
Some by force
people
of
do change.
nature.
I didn't want to change. I was happy being the wife.
You admittingly, you are one to admit you don't like change.
I don't like change. The worst day of
Oh my
the
goodness.
year for me was the first day of school, because that meant new teacher, new kids in the. Listen, I dreaded, and this is how old I am. Okay, when I started school, it started the day after Labor Day. That Tuesday.
Going back.
Okay, that Tuesday after the fun Labor Day was like the worst day of my life, because I'm like, oh my God. This is before we knew who was going to be in our class, right? We didn't have phones. We didn't have any of that shit.
Well,
Like,
we actually went to bed in our clothes. Like, we
Yes.
were going to dress like the next day.
like,
yes.
because you were, and I'm like, listen, that to me, the worst day of the year was the first day of school, because what teacher was I going to have? Was I going to like them? What kids were going to be in my class? It was like the most, I hate transitioning.
Like, okay.
Wait,
So,
you're transitioning?
oh, we're not even going there, Rebecca. So,
Rebecca?
I'm kind of cleaning.
Transitions mean changing, like just.
So I just want to make a final comment, because I'm kind of looking at the clock here. That I find it hilarious, because you said like sleep in our clothes for the next day. That your parents sent you to a private school to out-gay you, and it was primarily just girls in the school.
Anybody
Clearly,
that has gone to St. Brendan, because that is the high school. Why? Everybody knows I went to St. Brendan. Now it's a little bit different, but back then, 95% females. Thank you, parents. Y'all did a good job.
You went with. You definitely threw me in the right direction.
I wasn't sure I was then.
done, confirmed.
Are you gonna have your mom watch this? Because you just.
She knows what she freaking gave birth to.
Listen, she knows.
She's laughing right now, like, oh shit. She's probably crying and then be like, and then laughing at the same time.
Yeah, she'll just be like, "Ay, Rebecca.
Uh-huh.
Ay, Rebecca."
She's used to it.
But thank you for joining us
Thank you for
on
having
the
me.
couch and talking about Juggernaut and just kind of your LGBTQ XYZ and everything else that you love.
IQ A+.
And thank you for being the dude in our lives. And now you guys know who the dude is. So until next time, thanks for hanging with the Primas. Did I say that right? No, thanks for hanging with Las Primas. I don't even know what I said before.
Yeah,
That's okay.
that's
You
how
got
that
it.
works.
Thanks for hanging out with us. If you've been through something similar, hit our DMs. We love hearing your stories.
If there's a topic you want us to dive into, don't be shy. We promise to keep it 100% real and unfiltered.
Follow, subscribe, and share with your favorite primas.
Pero not really.